What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. Okay, so last night, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I started watching the Deontay Wilder Herndon fight. Actually, it probably was like around 2 something. And I woke up, I fell asleep. Woke up, tried to watch it again, fell asleep again. Woke up, and I finally was able to sit there and watch it. And y'all know me, I'm going to be raw and right to the point. First of all, let me say this. You predictable, delusional Deontay Wilder fans you're so lame. You guys are like a book that only has 1 page. The letters are huge, so you can see it from across the room. That's how easy it is to read, you guys. You guys did exactly what I said you were going to do, because this fight was designed to get the reaction that you gave. I'm reading comments, I'm listening to the commentators, and I'm just sitting there laughing like, wow, man. I'm shaking my head and I'm laughing because it's comical to me how openly delusional you guys are. I'm shaking my head because you guys must really hate Deontay Wilder deep down inside. Maybe because he lost to Fury and y'all made fools out of yourselves and he never improved, that you really deep down have some type of hatred towards him. He's going to make his mind up to do whatever it is he's going to do. But for you guys to pretend that this guy looked good last night, you are a bunch of buffoons. I told you guys, they picked the worst guy that they could possibly find because Deontay was supposed to look spectacular last night. Deontay Wilder was supposed to walk away from there going with people saying, he's back, he's better than ever, he's in top form. He didn't even come close. He looked good, you say? Oh, the dude was moving his head. Champ was using his jab. You know what I'm saying? His footwork. What footwork? What fucking fight were y'all watching last night? Yeah, Tyrone Herndon was moving his head and running because he wasn't fighting. That's what you call running. That dude barely threw any punches. He barely threw anything. Man, he threw like a handful of times in the 5th round, I think, and then the 6th round, I think it was. He barely threw anything. How many punches did Mike Tyson throw against Jake Paul? Remember that? 70-something punches or whatever it was, 30-something punches. Okay, whatever it was, Mike threw. Tyrone Herndon threw way less than that last night. That dude didn't come to survive. He didn't come to take Deontay Wilder into deep waters. He came simply for the paycheck. That guy did not come to fight. And once again, whatever it is Deontay was supposed to be working on, according to you guys, once again, how does that help you going forward when you get in there with a top-level guy? You guys criticized Anthony Joshua because it took him 8 rounds to straight knock out Robert Helenius cold. 1 punch. Wilder did it in 1. Okay? Oh. Last night, if Robert Helenius was in that ring, he might have beat Wilder. Jermaine Franklin would have beat Wilder last night. Hell, Manuel Charr probably would have beat Wilder last night. Jared Anderson would have beat Wilder last night. This has nothing to do with the ring rust. This has nothing to do with all of a sudden, this guy, Tyrone Herndon, did a great job. This has nothing to do with that. All of a sudden, you guys are overlooking the fact it took him 7 rounds for the referee to stop this fight against a bum ranked 238 in the world. This dude isn't even ranked. That's how trash he is. That dude is a disgrace. Did you notice at the press conference, Deontay Wilder didn't even talk about his opponent. He sat there and made a sermon out of it. God is good. You know you can't stop what God got a plan for you. We still here. You know, people don't know what we go through. We put our lives on the line. And he says the same shit every fucking press conference. He says the same things over and over and over and over. He just repeats himself constantly. He didn't even talk about his opponent. And Tyrone Herndon sit there talking about, you know, how his idol become rivals, whatever the hell, talking about how he give Deontay his props. You know, he's coming to win. Anybody knows him knows he's coming to fight. No, that dude did not come to fight. That whole press conference was pathetic. I sat there and said, wow, everything that Deontay Wilder is saying now, he denied back in the day about mental health issues and all this kind of stuff. See, you guys are the worst kinds of fans because you guys are delusional. I really don't understand you guys. How you can be so openly stupid. You guys are a bunch of goofy cornballs. Wilder has no snap in his jab. That power in his right hand is gone. He never had footwork. And it took him 7 fucking rounds to get rid of a bum like that. Do you guys realize that that guy was trying to give up? Falling on purpose. Nothing was wrong with him. He just going down. Going back, walk away, turned his back. I mean, he did everything to get the disqualified. He did everything to get the ref to stop the fight. You know when you turn your back and run away like that and walk away, that's a no-no. He did not want to fight. And then after the ref stopped it, he wanted to try to put his hands up and pretend he's okay. No, he was trying to get that fight stopped in the 6th round. That guy did nothing. And all of that, oh, Deontay is so strong that one shot from him can make a person change it. Like, stop that bullshit. That's not a real fighter then. He took no fucking real punishment at all. He did nothing but run. Where was the fighting? And you guys are sitting up here, props to both guys because they both fought. What the fuck fight were you guys watching last night? They brought what? This was pathetic. This was trash. And I'm telling you, you guys won't be satisfied, neither with Deontay, until he gets knocked out cold again. And I'm going to tell you how you guys know you're full of shit. Because you guys sat here and typed all of this, yo, salute to the champ, champ this, champ is back, champ looking good, okay? But you know what was so funny? How people was putting comments like, yo, you could tell those fights with Fury took a lot out of champ, and they took a lot out of Fury. It's funny you said about Fury because Fury went on to defend his title, and yeah, he was full of shit too and all that, but he ain't fight nobody nearly on the level of this guy. And he went on to fight Usyk and lost. You guys are trying to say if it wasn't for the Deontay fights, he would have beat Usyk. You guys are so full of shit, man. Fury barely took any punishment against Deontay Wilder. He just got knocked down a couple of times. That's it. Aside from the knockdowns, there was no punishment he took. But you guys just say the dumbest shit. Deontay's done. He's a sitting duck. He's waiting for somebody to just pull the trigger on him and just get him out of here. He's done. I've seen a pathetic performance against a pathetic opponent. And the fact that it took him 7 rounds and you got, oh, he was just working on some things. Well, goddamn, if a guy is such trash that you can sit here and work on some things in a fight, this isn't a sparring match. That's what guys do when they want to really try to work on some things and show some shit off and try to make it like they got a new skill set. Yeah, they pick the worst opponents they can. That's what make a guy like Pernell special, that he can take a guy like Chavez and play with him and fight him and do the same shit against him that he did with everybody else, and they said he wasn't going to be able to. Stuff like that. Why a guy like Floyd Mayweather can take, you guys was all calling Arturo Gatti a monster. He's a killer. Yo, him and what's his name? Mickey Ward. Yo, those guys, yo, they warriors. They like throw back to the old days. Yo, Floyd can't fuck with that. Yo, Gotti gonna hurt Floyd, right? What happened when they fought? And then after the fight, oh man, that motherfucker, he overrated. Well, who overrated him? You're the ones talking about how great Arturo Gatti was. Floyd told y'all, you a C-level motherfucker, and I'm gonna show you. And he beat the shit out of Gotti. Somehow, what makes me laugh about you guys, you can see fallacy, and faults, and holes in people's game. Any other fighter, y'all can talk all this shit about what this person is and isn't. But when it comes to Deontay, somehow y'all don't see his flaws and weaknesses. Now, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about him. And he want to keep fighting. Hey, bro, by all means, brother, do you. Somebody gonna beat the fuck out of this dude. And I think with Deontay, all he cared about at this point is the payday. Y'all talking about how big he got. He was only 225, man. He was coming in 213. Remember he said 216 was too small? Remember they said that? And then he came in 213 the next time? Or 213, and it came in 216 the next time? So he just added some more weight to his upper body. He came in 238 before. So he's been bigger than that before. And he said that was too much weight. Remember the videos I made? Well, what is your comfortable weight? What did he do to prepare for this opponent? Did he read some comic books? What, went and watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Like, what did he do to prepare for this guy? This dude is pure, hot human garbage. Maybe all that talk Wilder's doing about people don't understand what we do to put our lives on the lines because he know this dude is trash and he know people criticizing him for taking his bullshit opponent. Why couldn't you fought Jermaine Franklin last night? You said you feel like a new man. I didn't see anything new about you. I know you have no snap on your punch. I know you have no snap on your jab, no snap on that right hand. Your movement, nothing. You got nothing, bro. Joseph Parker would have knocked him out last night. Zhang would have knocked him out again last night. Caballero would have knocked him out. This dude has nothing, man. Deontay is trash. I just got to say it like it is. He's garbage. He's a guy who they put the right opponents in front of him, and he knows it. He was carried his whole career. That's why every time he says things like, y'all know I show y'all every time what I can do. Yeah, against these low-level dudes. Bro, you went 7 rounds with a bum. And if you're going to sit here and make excuses and say, yo, he just wanted to get some rounds and you know what? Really? Deontay always bragging about how many rounds of sparring he put in and how active he is, right? Then he get in the ring and talk about ring rust, like when he lost to Joseph Parker. Then he, I don't know if I still got the killer instinct. And, everybody try to make excuses. And the commentators were sitting there glazing the fuck out of him and his opponent. Really trying to not be honest about what they were seeing. You can't fucking sit here and tell me Skull ran from Canelo. Okay, he threw way more punches than Tyrone Herndon did. You can't sit here and tell me nothing about Haney ran from Ramirez. He threw a whole lot more punches than Herndon did. You cannot sit up here and talk about any of those fucking fights and then sit here and say salute to both guys because they both brought it. They brought what? Are you shitting me? Bro, this was a disgrace to boxing. You content creators should be ashamed of yourselves for even commenting on this fight, trying to make it seem like everything was good last night. Hell, Radio Raheem, and I forget the white dude name, but they were doing their little video last night, and Radio Raheem know he saw some trash last night, and so did his co-host or whatever of their video. Radio Raheem went on record to say, I know like we're not even close to, Deontay's worse, but yeah. And then you were very mild with how you put it. And they always want to try to make it where I don't want to, have any hard feelings and, guy feel disrespected. Well, I can say what they're scared to say. I don't give a fuck. Plainly put, the dude is washed. He's trash. He waited too long, let his best years go by, and I bet you he wish he took that fucking 100 million, 120 million against AJ. Now, I guarantee you, I bet you he wish he did, because not only did he miss out on that, but he missed out on that 50 million to fight AJ. And he and Fury thought they were going to freeze AJ out. But you see how shit goes? Man, Daniel Dubois would destroy this dude, man. Usyk would embarrass him. Usyk will stop him. Usyk will fuck him up and stop him. This dude is garbage. AJ will knock him the fuck out. Yeah, Joshua will knock this dude out, man. This dude is pure garbage, man. Hell, I believe Francis Ngannou would knock him out. He was never a good fighter. At his best, he had enough confidence to fight the guys he was fighting. We've seen him lose rounds to guys that wasn't shit. It all came down to if he can catch you with that right hand and get you out of there. Not just if it lands, but if he can get you out of there. Because he can't box, he never could. After what I saw last night, man, y'all gonna get what y'all want, and so is he. He gonna get in there with somebody, and they gonna stretch his long, skinny-legged ass out. And y'all gonna sit there talking about what he used to be and all whatever, and how nobody could beat him when he was in his all that bullshit, all them lies that y'all done told y'all so. Like I told you guys, when this motherfucker step up in competition, he's going to lose because he can't box. And all those little amateur fucking antics he have is not going to work on top level competition. Y'all thought I was the one tripping, but hey, look at what I said and look at what's happening. Every fucking thing I ever said about this motherfucker has come into fruition. Plainly put, man, he was never a great fighter. He was never good. He was almost decent because he had a decent jab and he did know how to stay behind it. But you know what happens when you cherry pick, right? Some point, you're going to have to fucking get fruit from another tree. That's going to be guarded heavily. Deontay is a sitting duck. He's done. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hair to people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.